The internet is 35 years old this year, but 9 out of 10 people still have no access. And while millions in the developed world are reaping the benefits of enhanced communications and technology, it would seem the world's poor and unconnected have not yet been helped very much. In fact, some argue that these advances in communications are accelerating the gap between the poor and the rich.
Many areas in West Texas do not have internet access. That's why a statewide map has been created to find those areas and hopefully make broadband service available to everyone. CBS 7's Jennifer Samp joins us now from Ward County to show us how the new map will benefit small communities. Jennifer?
Of course, the first thing I wanted to do was look at Ward County and see what we had here.
Abigail Pritchard's job revolves around communication.
You can use it to communicate with your the people in your business. You can use it to communicate with your family, with your friends, and what have you.
She says sometimes trying to communicate with all her co-workers can be a difficult task because some of them live in areas that do not provide internet service.
That's the thing about not having the availability of it, is it's not a choice that you can make.
Many people in rural areas without internet access find themselves traveling all the way here, the Ward County Library. Librarians say it gets packed with people just needing a computer.
Quite often, they're here for, well, the connection, the internet connection.
What we've kind of found is that when we hit a certain income level, those around the area of $20,000 and below, a large percentage of those households do not have internet access, or a lot of them also do not have computers. So that's really kind of where we're looking at when we look at it economically.
Broadband deployment in rural, underserved areas is very expensive. In the United States, we spend about $8.7 billion per year to subsidize deployment of basic phone service, and there's a recognition that we'll need more in order to deploy broadband. I've seen some figures here in the European Union that in order to deploy broadband, it will be anywhere from 150 to 300 billion euros to get this infrastructure deployed. We have to be thinking of more efficient ways to do it. I think in many ways the biggest challenge in Europe is to make sure that there are ways to repurpose wireless spectrum so that it can be reused for broadband technologies, because we all know that many rural areas it's too expensive to lay fiber lines into sparsely populated rural communities. So we have to be creative. We have to think about fiber to base stations and then using Wi-Fi or wireless technologies for the last mile. We have to find ways that we can harness hybrid platforms like terrestrial and satellite networks working in combination to reach disadvantaged areas. I guess my message to you as policymakers is that, one, we have to keep up the sense of urgency about this mission. And second, we have to be creative. As policymakers, we have to be as innovative as our technology in finding ways to deploy high bandwidth technologies to rural and
Technology is a powerful catalyst for education, innovation, and economic growth. But the vast majority of the world still doesn't have access to the opportunities it can provide. That's why Microsoft is working with governments, NGOs, and our partners in the technology industry to facilitate social and economic opportunities for underserved communities throughout the world. Our goals are to bring the benefits of technology to people in a meaningful and relevant way, to help address the diverse social and economic issues they face, and to foster an environment where people make the most of their skills and abilities. We're working to enable high-quality education for everyone. Through innovative technologies, as well as initiatives like the Partners in Learning program, we're helping to transform teaching and learning. We're making computing more available for the developing world through low-cost solutions